I have to go with Liquid. Like, I think if they get all this advantage in 5 minutes, 30 minutes, probably just run them over. This X is gonna be full.
All right, I'm sure you guys are super excited to see Nigma versus Team Liquid, and I'm sure you guys are super excited to hear the boys one more time. It's going to be OD Pixel and Fogged.
Prepare for battle.
With a Void opening and a lineup that has a lot of things to throw into that Chronosphere. Liquid, on the other hand, they still...
Denied.
30 seconds to battle.
Let's go. First blood. That's all it takes to kill you? This can't be good.
The battle
for the first blood, especially when you do have Miracle get it. Hey, he looks like he's actually just going to run back and heal and then just TP out, so not going to waste any of his regen. Hang on to all that and even pick up his items here. Going to be able to pick and choose which go for if he wants to just finish the full stick. I think he almost has the gold for it. Okay, he just gets the full Wraith then. That's going to be real nice to start with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's this bottom lane now. I mean, already. I mean, how much of a difficult lane is this for the Void? Would you say trying to lane against this Axe and Phoenix? Because it does seem like a strong duo that Liquid do have down here.
Yeah, it does. It gets pretty strong. Battle Hunger plus Fire Spirits. You can't last and remove the Battle Hunger a lot of the time, so it definitely can be pretty threatening. But the Wraith Band's gonna start him off, kick him off to a good start here.
And then on the other side of the map up top, Mickey. It's going to be backed up by Insania's Oracle. Playing against this sort of clock Lina lane. I mean, is this a lane where Mickey's going to struggle?
He's really going to struggle. I don't really see how he walks up too well versus this. This is an extremely strong lane that Nigma did go and put themselves in. I love this actual setup here. I think it completely shuts down the Oracle and the Morphling, actually. He has to pretty much just farm under his tower when it does push in. So it's all going to be about those lane pulls on Insania. This is a very good Clockwork game when I'm looking at the entirety of it. There's only really like two heroes. Like, actually, really the one hero he doesn't like to go on too much. Or like the Visage is probably that hardest one. Morphling he can go on. It's a little hard to actually just keep him in, but looks like a very good game for GH. He's able to get the ball rolling as this clock.
And then the mid lane matchup. We are on Zeus having to deal with this. Actually, I get in underneath the tower here. Tiger is turning. Denied.
They got their level 2 first. They tried to instantly go on Taiga. Didn't get the bash RNG though.
Yeah, with these creeps underneath the tower, Liquid will have the level 2s ready for the next time Nigma do try and make that move.
Alright, man. Maybe he has to be a little careful of his positioning.
Fox is going to try and run him down a little bit. It's turning his attention over towards Miracle, just trying to keep them up the creep wave. Bash is coming in. Miracle still has the salve, good to go. He feels necessary to pop it, and will do so. Iron Man just continuing to take these constant battle hungers being thrown out by Boxy. Looking for the pullover, but Tiger able to interrupt it in time, make sure that the lane's still held in a good place for Boxy.
They're slowing Miracle down quite a bit. He's actually gone through all of his regen. Armen, he had 5 tangos, all gone too. So yeah, this bottom pressure lane is also slowing down the farmer's Miracle. Same thing as top. So some similar situations happening on both sides. And we're seeing mid. It's kind of just, for the most part, a trade farm lane until that level 6 hits, and then Koipa just takes over.
Sure, well, at that point, is it just a case of we are Like what do you do as a Zeus once the familiars are out?
Call for help.
Yeah.
Get a +1 or make a move to a different lane. Armet actually gets the neutral deny at bottom. They try to commit for him very far. And that's going to give Miracle some free lastics under tower. RMN pulling them.
Yeah, Miracle has had about 3 range creeps as well that were prepped for him down there. So the easy last hits and the solo XP. The second wave coming in. Gonna be very happy with that. How we seeing on the top CS? 17 for 7 on mind control against
10 and 1 on mid game.
Yeah, I mean, when does this sort of become any better for Mickey? Or just the lane just it doesn't until he's got the items to go jungle?
It's mostly like around like a level 5 even for this lane. It's a little harder.
Yeah.
Usually it's a level 3 where you start getting that secured farm, but with a Clockwork and this Lina, this is some of the most threatening 2 heroes that you can have as a Morphling, with like the backup of an Oracle. Oracle gets caught aside, just dead. And we're seeing rotations around 4-minute rune. GH got boots, he's speedy, and Quake was like 285. He's actually getting
Try and run down Quaitfer, and Quaitfer is into the trees. GH is he in range for more battery assault procs? He's not. Quaitfer's able to get away. He will live, but GH is trying to keep him forced back. He knows Quaitfer's getting very close to the level 6. Bottom lane, Miracle and Iron Man. They'll turn on to Tiger. And with a good cookie play in the blast, they've got that burst and set up for Miracle to get in and get a few bashes off early. And also, of course, with the early 1 point in time dilation to help for these sort of kills.
Been seeing him do this a lot. I actually am always a big fan of seeing the 1 point in time dilation in late phase. It also even stops counter helix, if people didn't know that one, if you get it in time. Okay.
Boxy, Tiger. Tiger. He's stuck. I mean, he dove in an attempt to draw him away from Boxy, but he also dove in to die.
And that's back-to-back deaths for your 4 position. No TP to get back out to lane. He's going to be slowed down a lot. And GH is already getting a hell of a start here on this Clockwork. As we said, this is going to be like such a good game for a Clock to go around and make all these plays. Already off to this start.
Moves up. Are giving Liquid some more room for Mickey. He's with GH making the rounds around the map. Able to start catching up a little bit.
Just a little bit. They still have to get the lane in a better position, because still the harassment, it always comes onto the Morphling from the Lina. Just the distance that you can hit him from, distance you can nuke. Bottom Boxy. I mean, GH again.
Setting up these kills. Tiger, he dove in for this.
They might just get him too.
They're having the tower for, or at least they're thinking about doing so. They are a little low though, and GH, plus the Fairy Fire actually ends up ticking down to the Spirits. I mean, you can see it there. They got very excited when they saw Tiger use that dive. They're like, oh my goodness, we can kill him as well. I mean, they couldn't. He was behind the tower. Tiger's able to live and actually pick up a kill for himself.
He finishes up, I believe, does he have his Tranquil Boots pretty much done now on Tiger? So he's actually going to get his Tranquil Boots faster than GH's, it looks like. So that'll be pretty nice for him. And GH buys him too. So yeah, 4 positions matching. Well, like we said, GH can pose a lot more kill threats. Lanes. That's much needed experience though for Tiger. Getting that kill, he actually is all the way up to 4.5 already.
Yeah, that's quite the burst considering he's been out of the lane twice already. That's a very nice bit of XP.
Double damage.
A bit surprising. Top, they're trying to punish mind control, but it's still just scary for Insania. He doesn't see where GH is on the map. If they look to make an aggressive play, they might just get turned on. Especially now that there's Weehaw also available to TP, and Weehaw might want it to start TPing soon because of how annoying this mid lane is.
Yeah, Quaitfer is going to be able to play aggressive now. He's hit the 6. His familiar's turned on to Weehaw anytime he steps forward. Jungle GH. Found Insania. Managed to trap him. Has he got enough damage with the battery? So it's getting close, but the familiars will head across. And now Insania, he's able to turn with the help of Quaitfer, but no damage. Weehaw actually makes the count again. He heads up to help out GH, and Insania is taken down by a few lightning bolts. Can he farm these? Not quite enough damage. Quaitfer will be able to protect them, make sure he doesn't feed that money to Weehaw, but they have noticed a very juicy stack here. Nigma still hanging around with GH. GH, he's in trouble. The Familiars on top of him. The Familiars, they're going to take him out.
All right. Sticking around a little too long, but this is the way, you know, Nigma, they know they're playing versus Liquid, so they're looking for these stacks. As Miracle tries to get aggro bottom, they can't, and Liquid, they'll secure their stacks. Per usual. Yeah, Nigma, they've really tried to press in. Because you know, Liquid, this is the way Liquid plays almost every single game. These 2 camps are always triple stacks for this team.
Yeah, but without a doubt, the team that across the board does the most
Dire's
stacking.
middle
Yep.
tower is under
It's a
attack.
Han thing. Or was it? It was back then.
Miracle and RMN, they're help with the Thunder Gods Wrath. They get the kill, and also now look to set up on Insania. They know where he is. With that vision grounded by the ultimate, they're closing in upon him. Insania's trying to run with the magic immunity, but they've got the burst to come up after us. Nigma now 7-3. They still have this stack here, Liquid. Boxy's very low.
Koikfa is too. They're way too low. They might just die.
They
Makes
can't
them
stop
up at all.
Nigma getting quite a few of these creeps here. So after clearing up the medium cap, the large cap, it was, you know, left
Dire's
to sort of
bottom
Nigma to pick
tower
up some of the
is
big
under
creeps at the end of it all.
And it's much easier when I just look at Nigma's draft to make these type of lane rotations and just go and back up their teammates. I look at Liquids, it's very tough until they start getting those 6s online, especially for that Phoenix. These heroes just don't rotate and make these type of ganks. They're very stationary in their lanes
Dire are scanning.
for the side of Liquid.
GH.
So Nigma, they're taking advantage of that in GH with this very deep ward. You get the scan out of Liquid. But he's still looking for Insania. He still finds him.
Does get the SC Edict off in time, protects him a little bit.
And the bird's coming.
And maybe they can turn onto GH, yeah, especially with Koikfa here.
Radiant's
Birds
bottom
are out.
tower is under
GH,
attack.
he'll get punished for poking out Insanias. We're seeing Koikfa not skip out on any opportunity to sort of come back through his jungle and just force GH out of this half of the
Radiant's
map.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he draws a circle and he's like, yeah, they're going to be playing around here. Probably letting his bottom lane know that they can easily set up kill threats onto Boxy if he does step up too far. Since the reactions from Koikfa has always just been playing around top
Oh,
lane.
mind control.
He finds him.
Straight up with the combo. Now that Ligbina was online. It's the kill, that'll be the money for the Arcanes, so he can stay strong in this lane and continue
Radiant
with the
are
spam onto
scanning.
Mickey, trying to slow down Morph's early game. Koikfa, Tiger though, moving over for the bounty rune. They get eyes on GH, but GH, he's out in time. Koikfa won't be able to get a hold on to him.
Wow, Tiger hitting 6 already. Pretty huge. They've been giving him some experience around like the mid lane and getting the kill bottom, but yeah, all 8-6 and GH only level 4.5 now, even though he did have those nice rotations a bit going on for him.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, as you say, Tiger's just spent more time in the lane. As we've seen with GH, he spent a lot of the last few minutes just in Nigma's jungle trying to hunt for pickoffs on Insania, which didn't work out all the times. Mid lane, we are. He's able to bring Tiger down low enough to catch him post-dive with the Thunder Gods. His game continues to look very solid here with this opening. 3-0-3. I mean, against the lane as well, where he could have been killed off, and he does indeed. That's a very, very fast box after these 3 nulls. So he's going to be incredibly active, and also just a very reliable follow-up damage source when Miracle does find chrono opportunities.
Yeah, he can show up a lot of times to wherever GH is or to where the Chronosphere is. GH looking to go for Boxy here, but too tanky. Again, scouting out stacks. He sees these ancient stacks coming out from Liquid. They can't quite catch him. Chronosphere at the ready, and they have the Mortimer Kisses, so a little bit hard for Liquid to fight, even though they have the Phoenix 6. I feel like whenever these two are together in unison, it's just a free kill.
Yeah, I guess one of the pluses for Liquid's lineup around that area in regards to the Ancients stack is that, well, Nigma's heroes, they don't really take Ancients very quickly. So Nigma, they know it's there, but realistically, not really a lot Nigma can do to take it away. Maybe they can use that info to try and find a fight around it when Liquid's going for it, but they're not going to be able to steal that stack from them.
Unless they clear, like, kill absolutely everybody, right?
Sure,
I mean,
yeah, if they had like a huge team fight. As you can see, yeah, Tiger's just going to continue to get these stacks going.
Hook shot mid.
Oh, they've got the setup.
Oh, there's the kisses.
Ooh. That's a big payday for RMN. He didn't only get the kill, he got both of the familiars with the damage from the kisses. So that was a bonus 200 gold on top of the kill. That's a lot of money here for RMN.
That is a dream. And I'm seeing a soul ring purchased up from him. I actually just had heard about this. I'm hearing a lot of 5 positions that are buying soul rings now in games. I'm curious to see what that's all about here. Because I guess they just don't want to be going for their like arcane boots or anything like that. You just want any cheap source of mana. I was literally just hearing about it like last night and yesterday about how more 5 is doing this.
Yeah.
Top. Looking to punch Mickey, looking to slow him down a little bit. Still hard though, Mickey. He has the morph available too. He can think about turning if they try to get too aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, the soaring as well is also very nice whenever you do find the shovel, right? Because you care much less about your health management, as you're very likely to have salves to allow you to play aggressive with your HP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, because this is what I'm saying, it's tranquil soul ring, so you don't have to worry about it.
Has fallen.
You see Liquid playing a little bit more of this farming style here, waiting to have this any type of form of initiation. They have it. Boxy has the Blink Dagger. Now they can look to be a little bit more active on the map, where right now it's been Nigma kind of dictating the pace of everything. See what Liquid does with this Blink reveal.
Dire's middle
There we go,
tower
Boxy.
is under attack.
Swooping into position, instantly scouted though by GH with a rocket flare. Lays it straight down into the trees so he can see any sort of TP movements, and he spots out the whole thing. With that in mind, Liquid's not going to be able to make the jump.
Are scanning.
We're going to back up and look for a smoke opportunity, though. And I'm looking at everybody carrying raindrops. You know, you're playing versus Zeus, and all this amount of
Dire's
magic
middle
damage from
tower
Nigma.
has fallen.
Definitely be valuable, especially on Blink initiators. I love raindrops on those Blinks. Then you know, you can block the damage and get a Blink off sometimes. See, they're forcing the issue here. They have to be a bit careful. Chrono is ready, and we see Armen. He's sitting around mid lane, too, with the kisses.
Liquid there. I mean, they're trying to find something down here, but nobody's over here.
Oh, this Void is just, I mean, Miracle's just doing the miracle things. We've seen what he's been able to do with this Void several times throughout this tournament here. And he's getting away with this full free farmer.
Yeah, he's getting all the space.
Yep. And they have a very well-rounded draft with it. As we said, like so many different elements to throw inside that Chrono. It's not just Miracle this time that's going to be doing all that damage in it.
No, this is not a game where you'll imagine we'll see any Chronos where it's like, where's the damage? They've got all the damage. Zeus, Snapfire, and Lina, obviously the big ones, but that's enough. One of these heroes is going to be able to help Miracle finish off whoever he catches in the Chronosphere.
Yeah, definitely a pipe game if I've ever seen one for the side of Liquid. Yeah, Koikfa, he's going to be that aura rallier for his teammates. Just wondering when they're ever going to be able to actually kick off any fights. They do have great combos coming into on the side of Liquid. The Blink Call with the egg, a lot of couple different ways to protect it with that. Well, lots more synergy coming in with Nigma's full draft.
And they will need to protect that egg, of course, considering that on Nigma's side, you've got two heroes that are pretty darn good at taking down the Supernova, the Lina and the Snapfire with the Fiery Souls, or the little Shredder. You got to have some pretty perfect positions and protection for the Supernova to get it off successfully.
I'm a bit concerned when I do see Liquid just on the back foot like this. They have a Visage in their draft.
Yeah.
It's usually hero. Like, this hero he does scale, especially like you hit 15. This is one of your strongest points as a Visage, but I have to be a little bit worried just because I've seen this Void so many times, and they have so many different elements of control and stun for the Morphling for Mickey. Definitely a little concerned if they don't start pressing and at least finding some type of kills on the map to slow down Nigma's just massive amount of farm.
I mean, maybe they can sort of rest on the one thing that we did see the other day. You know, Mickey, he has won pretty unwinnable games as his Morph.
It is true, bottom. The opportunities.
It's going to get the jump in onto Insania. Insania is going to get left behind here, dying to the kisses. Koikfa continuing to retreat. They won't be able to catch him. So, kisses down, and it is just the Oracle.
Yeah, at least they don't lose Koikfa. They only get the 5 position there for 3 ults. They still have ults available though, so I think Liquid. I think they're feeling a little bit afraid to actually make a move here into the Chronosphere.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that shows sort of how relaxed Nigma is you know we haven't seen a Chronosphere yet this game, have we, from Miracle? He hasn't needed to. They haven't felt the pressure to go hunting for it.
And now they found Koikfa.
Well, that's a big one. And they get the both the birds as well. Just going to take the freebie here. Miracle, I mean, no qualms with just dropping the Chrono to kill whoever is. I think Nigma knows. I think they feel pretty comfortable in this game right now.
Yeah. Right now, like Liquid, when they respawn, they have to do something. They can't just keep playing this farming passive game. They've got their Spirit Vessel finished on the Phoenix too, and they've got the Blink on the Axe. They have to start making stuff happen.
There we go,
when these ults are on cooldown. They have to find something.
He's in the trees, but couldn't make a Blink in time. Miracle's already out. Yeah, they really have. They've done nothing with this Blink Dagger on the Axe yet.
No.
They've got to make moves with Boxy, otherwise that that whole decent blink dagger timing it just becomes irrelevant.
Yeah, and this just gives time for all these ults to come back online. Like, they have to force something right now while a couple of them are down. Like, at least just try to force and push the tower here, at least, for some type of space for Mikke. Because the map, it's gonna start closing very quickly for him.
And Nigma's just able to split up the map and get so much out of it. Yeah. GH's bottom, RMN's chilling in the jungle, Mind Control's mid, Miracle's over by the Ancients, and Weehar's pushing top there. You know, this has got to be punished by Liquid. They have to do something with this axe. Otherwise, you know, Nigma's just going to continue to get that much more out of the map. You know,
yeah,
18 minutes in, we're seeing 3 to 4K lead. The lead is only going to grow for Nigma unless Liquid can make some plays.
I'm just eyes on Boxy really to try to set up for it as bottom. Another initiation. GH is looking for the play first.
And Quaker, he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to pop the hood, and he has got the save of Insania. Meanwhile, Miracle, he's able to jump in, bash down Tiger, take him out. GH is going to go for the TP, and he's going to make it away. They've got nothing to cancel the TP. Boxy will manage to kill RMN. So it is a kill, but still, they need more than that, Liquid. They've got to try and turn this into something more.
Dire's top
Unless they really do just feel confident that Mikke can just full out carry this game. That's
I mean, he did do it the other day.
Before, but I think there's just a lot of elements he has to worry about this game. Like Chronosphere, Lina, even Snapfire. Snapfire's been one of those heroes I feel like just actually handles the Morphling really well. Spot him.
GH.
Liquid's getting aggressive.
There's a lot of back of it. Boxy tries to get the call off the Weehar. Won't quite be able to close the gap. They turn. Boxy stepping in over towards Mind Control. Gets the call off. GH getting low. Gets dunked out by Boxy, but the Laguna Burst comes into play. They've taken out Boxy. Now Mikke, he's got to be careful. Turns into Void form. He's got the time warp to jump away. Cookie onto Miracle. They're looking to take down some of these familiars. But Quaker is able to get them out. Miracle's got Chrono in 2 seconds.
Back up in 2 seconds.
He's got Chrono. He's going to be able to drop it. Gets Quaker, gets the 2 birds. He's in on the target. And with the bashes and the Mask of Madness, that attack speed, he just takes the kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He couldn't have been back up at a more perfect time there, that Chrono. As soon as it was there, you can you see the way that Quaker was sort of hovering around. I don't think he expected it to be out when it was. And it was there. Miracle dropped the Chrono. His clean game continues. He's 5-0-3 on this Void.
Clean game for pretty much all of Nigma, except for GH's few mistakes that he's made, but he's still doing incredibly well. Look how farmed this Clockwork is. Halfway to an Ags. Zeus has now finished Ags. I feel like the onus is really on Liquid to start getting some type of advantages coming into this game. Or Nigma's they're just playing the farm game, and the farm game just plays so well for them. 17 kills as well. Yeah, Liquid has to try to make big moves when any of these ults are on cooldown.
A strange sort of situation for Liquid, because it feels like this. It was like this the other day, right? Yeah. Where Liquid, they had Boxy and Quaker just falling behind. Their heroes becoming slowly less relevant. Maybe Boxy can find a jump here, though. Miracle goes off to the side. Quaker's going to spawn him with a familiar. Boxy's going to make the move to jumping onto Mind Control, and he'll burst him down. Takes the kill. But Mikke, he just got shot in the face by RMN.
Oh my god.
He just got scatter blasted straight in the face. He's dead. Boxy's going to die. RMN, he's picking up a triple kill. They look for the egg. Tiger does get it off successfully. He's burning down RMN. Will get the kill on the Snapfire. But now Tiger's going to fall as Miracle chases him down. I mean, Mikke, he was just on the front lines, full agi, and RMN just shot him in the face.
It's not that easy of a Morphling game. That's what we're saying. Like, there's so much different forms of burst damage for Mikke if he doesn't play careful, and he did not give respect to that at all. Right into the
Nimbus, I sort of lost where he was. Yeah, he forms it, and then yeah, scatter blast and Nimbus hit, and he was dead. I mean, you've got to be careful sliding into underneath that Nimbus.
And this is when they're trying to make a move, trying to take advantage of the fact that Chrono was down. Now Nigma, they just go into 2 heroes, and they take a Roshan.
They're getting it, unless Quaker can get the familiars in time, but he can't. Roshan down, they'll kill off one of the familiars. GH, he's already looking for action. He's got a hook shot at the ready, and he's in. Oh, slides around the familiar, gets in onto Quaker. Mind Control's got the follow control with the light strike array. They should have the damage here, but okay, Insania's able to get the false promise off in time. Keep them safe, the Glue's being thrown out. Miracle jumps in. They're going to have the damage to poke Quaker if the false promise comes to an end. And Miracle, he's got the control on Insania. It takes out the Oracle. It's 23-8 now, 9k lead for Nigma, holding that Aegis as well on the Void, as it really is looking to go the same way as the losses that we saw from Liquid yesterday.
Yeah, it's really feeling like not a lot of hope. As I think they needed to get the ball rolling a lot earlier here with this Vintage, and with this early Blink Dagger on Boxy, they weren't really able to find too much. It's been them on the back foot this full game, and yeah, Nigma Void, Miracle Void, looking good again. 6-0-8, 14 kill involvement. And they've got all the things to back him up too. Solar Crest finished up on Snapfire.
Yeah.
Everything just works. It works all so well around this Void pick with their draft and with their itemization.
Yeah, they did get pretty much a perfect Void lineup.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the times we obviously have seen Void coming in the drafts as that first pick, first phase, but then you don't tend as a team to normally get this caliber of heroes alongside, and Nigma did this time. There's so much to work with that Chrono.
They saw the smoke there.
Dire's middle
Trying to get a big wrap around here, but it's an Aegis on Miracle.
Yeah, and a Miracle that has his Chronos
Oh my god, and a full MKB after net. Oh my god.
And he's level 18. He's got Chrono ready to go. This is an incredibly hard move for Liquid to make. It's going to be scouted out. They put the Thunder Gods rough. They know they're on the high ground.
They're trying to catch the Zeus and this Lina and the Snapfire, these squishy heroes in the back lines, but now look at GH. He just parks himself between them. He says, go on me, please. It'll just allow Nigma to get a full free initiation, and yeah, Liquid can't go. They can't punish.
And this, I mean, as I said, we've seen it before from Liquid. It was seemingly the strat that they did last series. It was the, dear Mickey, please can you carry us? Love from Liquid, you know?
Yeah.
And he did, when he played the Morph yesterday, that was the game that they did grab, you know, from the jaws of defeat. It was when he was on his Morph.
Blink's canceled. Boxy. He'll get away. But Insania, goodbye. Oh, GG wrench. Oh my god. No, he did. He pushed Miracle out with the GG wrench.
All right, very, very nice.
All right, I mean,
At least able to keep, you know, coming out with his cute plays, flashy stuff when they're down. It's Miracle. Running up against Tiger. Tiger is able to dodge. The hook shot. Chrono's going to be dropped down. Quite quick to the side. Mickey's going to come in and look towards Mind Control. They wouldn't be able to take down the leader. Mind Control goes down. Mickey turning into the Snapfire. Cookies over onto RMN. Miracle trying to bash down Mickey, but the false promise comes out from Insania. They keep Mickey alive. Miracle turns over to Waltz. Quite instead. Can he find the last few hits? He can't. Quite's going to live. Once he's in with the call. They've got the supernova prepared. Is this going to be timed perfectly with a respawn? Oh, not quite. Miracle's able to time walk out to the side. Now backups here. Boxy's low. Miracle going to start charging in first hit bash. Stops Boxy in his tracks. Now Miracle's over for more. As Insania quite from Tiger. Have back up on the high ground. GH got the hook shot back up. Closes in. Pushes Insania back into the hands of Miracle.
burning.
Miracle do manage to get GH. So Liquid finding some kills out of all of that. But still not able to kill Miracle beyond that Aegis.
no, and it's not really Mickey who gets any of these kills or any of these big things to boost him up. He actually has to run away afterwards and doesn't actually get any of that gold or any of that experience from those kills that they did end up getting from the buyback of Taiga. Miracle, he just gets this massive growth here from the fight, but Mickey does not. And yeah, it needs to all go to Mickey. He needs all the gold in the world to try to carry this game. Did some nice plays there, as you know, pretty expected as for us now as we watch Mickey play Morphling so nicely with his morph, just jumping in between the Snapfire and using all his spells. But it's just not enough at this point. They're just too far behind. And there's such an overwhelming amount of damage really coming out from Nigma with this draft. Just everyone is just pumping in the numbers really.
Mid, like one of the familiars, Boxy. Oh, that's a three-man call. That's a big one. He's in on top of we are. He's going to get dunked. He gets the chance to get the Thunder Gods map out. Mind Control turns the burst onto Insania, but Insania will live. The control, GH traps them all. Boxy and Tiger caught on the high ground. The kiss is continuing to rain down onto Quite for Miracle. He's in. The familiar's down. A disarm from Insania slows Miracle down temporarily from hitting into Quitefer, but the disarm comes to an end, and so does Quitefer's life. Now Nigma look towards Insania, as this time the GG branch won't save him, as they lose for Liquid. I mean, it was a great call from Boxy, but I feel like we kind of needed that call to happen earlier. About 20 minutes ago. Well, maybe not 20, but 50, you know, a long time before now. As now It's just they're just too far behind, and even a brilliant call like that, it's just not going to cut it.
No, they're just too farmed at this point, really. Like, you see GH, he has the Aghanim, so he just double hook shots and targets afterwards. Weehawk dies, but everybody else turns up in full force. And now Chrono's back at the ready.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh yeah, I mean, Nigma might even stick around to just fight again. Chrono. See how aggressive they want to play here.
Are under attack.
Keeping on this melee Xbox. He's coming in with a call, but an instant dodge by Miracle. Could be in. Find the space to keep hitting the racks here, Miracle. As he really isn't scared of much that Liquid can throw at him right now.
He's got the Satanic coming with the courier. Full Satanic, S and Y, MKB, 28 minutes. This is an absolutely unstoppable Void. Now that Berserker's call, you know, that nice 3.2 second duration, no longer. Resolved UC status. As yeah, just it feels so impossible for Liquid. They're gonna have to have some dream call from Boxy under a supernova to try to take this in any way at this deficit.
Yeah, it's just been another rough game for them.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday was a rough day for Liquid. The performances did feel rather lackluster, and in this game one, it's not looking like much has changed overnight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It really was that period right when Boxy got the blink for like 5 minutes. It felt like they were playing very passive on the map, and it was Nigma just running at them and just forcing these mistakes. Got the ball rolling for them, and now, yeah, like we said, with this humongous advantage, they're just gonna
push in.
Very immediately.
He's not died yet this game, so you know, no reason to believe that he would.
Yep.
Off the back of this.
Medallion, buff him up, 34 armor.
12-0-10. I think, you know, the Void, for a lot of teams, it has, you know, been a carry that you don't let them have. I think, you know, Nigma had to kind of be the team that's top priority about the Void, and Boxy, he's going to try and jump this. But, I mean, there isn't any backup.
And now
Boxy's dead. Tiger, he'll get the dive up, but the Chrono's there, catching the two of them on the high ground. They're going to be able to walk over, take down Tiger, take down Insania. Mickey will manage to at least turn into the Weeha and use the power of the Zeus against him. Okay, heading over to join the rest of the team. Miracle and G trying to push Mickey off to the side. Cookie forward, they've got the stun. Boxy, he brought back for this. Miracle chasing him down. Boxy will get the call off, but the damage from this Void is just too much. He dies the right clicks of mind control. Quite from Mickey, the last two left standing as Miracle. He's just chasing them down, diving them back up to the high ground.
He's a monster. The time dilation now. Uh-oh.
Okay, he's got no way out of this. There's another one for Miracle. He's just counting up the KDA right now. 15-0-12, 15-0-13. In they go, hook shot and a jump forward. I'll get even more. As this game, I mean, this is over. This is absolutely over. 37-14, 23k lead.
Dire's middle barracks.
He's bullying. GH is paying at him. GH is like, don't be like that. Come on, man. Let's do this. These are our friends. That's GG.
There we go. I mean, wow. Nigma, they made this one look pretty easy. You know, the way that they played, I guess it just didn't leave any opportunities for